This sound like Mike Blank.
You are now tuned in.
You are now tuned in
To the Vicious and Delicious Podcast.
Hey man, turn my shit up. Ooh, this shit about to be crazy.
Let's get it. Hey, yo, tune in or get the fuck out.
That's my weekly yum yum.
Hell no.
Live from the Pleasure Palace is the Vicious and Delicious Podcast. Starring myself, the essence of excellence, the master of ceremony himself, Mr. Black Snow. And of course, I got my podcast partner in crime, the unstoppable Mr. Big Rob. How are the people, Big Rob?
You know the fucking vibe. It's your man, Big Rob, a.k.a. the Excessive Overlord.
Yes, sir.
A.k.a. the Sneaker Goat.
Yes, sir.
A.k.a. the Prince of Park Estate.
Prince, baby, Prince.
The illegitimate son of Morris Day. Because my mama had that jungle love.
That's right.
O-E-O. The Prince of Park Estates.
The Prince, baby.
The Cannabis Collector.
Cannabis Collector.
The dance hall there. The Wine Pond McCucky.
One Pond the River.
Dr. Jackson, because I keep it medical in this bitch.
Medical, all the way.
Reverend Jackson, because I preach a servant. I put his paper like I'm Creflo Dollar.
Creflo Dollar.
The human Newport, because even if they ban me, niggas are still gonna fuck with me.
In the long way.
Racist Voorhees.
Racist Voorhees.
And last and not least, obviously currently known as Mr. Not So Clear Eyes, because you don't need to know why. Mr. Delicious, we back.
Call by Z, we need a deal.
Get that sponsorship deal.
Man, welcome back to the Vicious and Delicious Podcast, baby.
We missed y'all, man.
We missed y'all like cooked food on Sunday.
Boy.
Woo. Yeah, man, it's been a long one. I feel like every show we come back is a comeback show.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot going on, man. All positive, though.
We're like Ric Flair never go.
Yeah, man. We never gonna retire.
We're never gonna retire, yeah.
It might be few and far between sometimes. But yeah, man, we getting it together today. Like I said, this show is a labor of love, man. So we get it in when we can. We're gonna try to get to know more on a consistent basis.
Yeah,
you know how it goes, man.
Real life happens, you know. But in a good way.
In a good way. In a great way, to be honest. It's a great way.
2022 has been good to you, boy.
Man, we're living high and hard, man.
Yeah.
But man, welcome back to the show, man.
That speaker wasn't cheap.
Oh, no. That cost paper.
Yeah.
That cost paper. He got the retro.
Yeah.
Nah, man, but thank y'all for being on the show, coming on with us. We back in this day, man. We got a lot to talk about.
A lot.
So much.
Yeah.
So much. We got almost, 3 weeks?
3 weeks worth of stuff to talk about.
Material, man. Let's go ahead and jump into what we've been up to for the last 3 weeks. Big Rob, let's get into that wrap up.
Of course.
Let the folks know what you've been up to, Big Dog.
Oh, well, to quell any long-standing rumors about your man, I have not been in prison for the last month. That was a beautiful inside, fingers crossed. That was a beautiful inside joke that's still kind of going on.
Thank God.
But other than that, I've been doing pretty well. You know, the day job and sometimes the night job and sometimes way too early in the day job. It's doing your boy right. Things are going well.
Yeah, man.
And again, these shoes are not cheap.
Your new nickname gonna be Robert Mobucks.
Yeah, thank you. Robbie Mo Bucks. There we go. RJ Paper Stacks. Lewis Rich.
Yes, right.
No turkey bacon. But seriously though, it's all been good. Shout out to my place of employment. Shout out to my co-workers. Yeah, salute to them, especially the ones who's watching. But everything is good.
Big Rob actually like the co-workers, man.
Yeah, that's the new thing. I know the speakers. There's about 4 of them. It fits the t-shirt. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Hey, got 3 good friends, and I all like what's it say?
Yeah, I like sneakers.
I like sneakers, and like 3 people.
One of which is in his room. So what
there we go. Y'all fight over the other 2.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all can have number 1 contender match.
Yeah, man, sure. I've been doing good too, man. Everything's going good on the job front, man. Luckily, I don't have to do the 5 o'clock in the morning thing anymore.
Ooh, man.
Thank God.
Yeah, that morning shit is killing me.
It's killing me, man. But, yeah, besides that, everything's going good, man. Kids going back to school.
I noticed that.
This week.
Shout out to the big Noid of the Vicious and Delicious Podcast, Coach Mitch back in the saddle.
Yeah, man, got football.
The football
back, so you know Coach Mitch is busy.
Yeah, welcome to high school for a certain younger Mitchell brother.
Yeah.
Sophomore year of college for another one. So you know, the education thing is going on in my family right now.
Man, I got a freshman, a sophomore, and a senior.
So yeah, the high school experience is big here in the Pleasure Palace.
Here in the last glory last four glory years of adolescence.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we got senior, got sophomore, and the freshman.
Yeah.
So man, we doing good. Actually, shout out to my mom. Her birthday is tomorrow. Shout out to Mama Jay. We love you over here on the show. Always supporting, always welcoming people into the group. Yeah, man. And shout out to all the new members of the group too. Man. We got like four.
Yeah. Welcome to the festivities.
We almost about to break 375.
Yeah, we close. We're getting there.
We're getting close to it.
We're about to reach another milestone.
Yeah, man. So anyway, man, we're busy. Actually went out to one of our friends of the show, Martin Manhood. They had a meetup. Shout out to them guys, Damon, Dr. Damon, Donnell. I keep on saying Donnell.
My man Donnell. Shout out to my man already. You know,
appreciate y'all.
Way back in the day.
Yeah. Thank y'all for having me. Many more. I'm gonna bring Robert next time. There'll be more than one Robert Jackson man.
Yeah, and one of them's actually not my dad.
Yeah, there you go.
The one that's on the birth certificate, not more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Uncle Jerome. But what's going on?
Chicken sauce. Anyway, man, appreciate y'all, man. We back in the state, man. So yeah, but y'all tired of hearing about what we got going on. Man, let's get into these hot topics, man. There's so much going on in the world, man. I don't even know where to start. Big Rob, where can we start, man? It's 3 weeks of material that we even open up. It's gonna be new to us, maybe old to y'all, but we gotta talk about it. You got to get the Vision and Listen Pleasure Palace experience on these topics. So we gotta jump into it, man. First thing, sad news. Of course, everybody knows about it. Brittany Gardner.
We've been covering this for the entire time.
Let's talk about it. First of all, we all know what the verdict was, 9 years. But can we what's called, wasn't that like the shortest trial of all time?
Oh, yeah.
She went in, came out with 9 years. Probably under an hour, it felt like.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Well, it was like a day, right?
At most.
So, yeah, she's like I hate to use the word political prisoner.
There's no reason to not use the word political prisoner. That's exactly what she is.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason she's in there is because of who she is and what Russia can probably get for her. Yeah. She's basically a bargaining chip.
Yeah, I mean, a human bargaining chip. We've talked about this many times on the show over the last year and a half.
Yeah, she's been there, 9 months?
Yeah, the last season and a half in our case. Yeah, we have a different. Time doesn't really exist here.
It really doesn't. To y'all, it's Saturday. To us, it's episode 7. Episode 7,
exactly.
Season 4.
Yeah, exactly. But in her regard, and it's been a sad situation from the beginning. I mean, my personal feelings about people who go to jail for nonviolent crimes are well stated.
Yeah.
And I know people probably feel similarly, and there are people who feel like, oh, she wasn't famous, blah, blah, blah.
And that's true.
You know, people that yeah, it's true, partially. And there's people who throw their own political opinions in there. Oh, if Trumpito was still in the White House, she'd have been out by now, yada, yada, yada. And shit like that. It's what people forgetting. This is a human being with family and friends and a wife, kids, a whole career she's missing out on for possibly the next decade.
So sometimes she looked at 9 years.
Yeah.
In a Russian prison.
For some bullshit geopolitical chess shit.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean,
in the grand scheme of things, what does her prison sentence have to do with what goes on in the Russia-Ukraine border?
Yeah, is she like, I mean, of course they're making an example of
exactly.
What is that doing for anybody?
But why she need to be an example? It's because she's American. We only care over here because she's a famous American. She's a pro athlete here in America. If she was Brittany Griner, the abnormally tall, interpreter, we probably wouldn't hear about this unless she really cared. And sadly, a lot of people wouldn't care. I mean, she's a basketball player and people don't care.
I mean, but they are non-famous people in Russian jail who came there as for visiting or for other things.
Well, personally, I would never visit Russia. That's just me.
Right, but who ended up getting arrested for whatever that things you can't do in Russia. But I mean, don't get me wrong. We're not gonna take away responsibility for doing something silly like bringing a vape. What was it? It was a
vape pen,
oil pen, hashish, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
To Russia. Y'all know she forgot or whatever, but it was less than a gram. I don't know if you guys are really good at with your weights and stuff. Less than a gram is like a penny top.
American.
A paperclip.
We're Americans. We are not.
Yeah, we're not really into the gram system.
Yeah.
But a gram is like less than what a paperclip weighs.
Yeah, it's minuscule, incidental.
9 years for that. And you want to tell us that it's not political or... It's weird, depending on who you ask. There's people, who are heartfelt and, know that this is a trumped up kind of,
Yeah, it's a trumped up
charge. And there's people like Joe Rogan, who I'm older, as the day go by, the less and less respect I'm starting to have for this man. I'm
on record for hating Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he was already on board.
I've been fucking Joe Rogan for like a decade.
But he said on the show that, if it was anybody else, or I should say people in America who are in jail for marijuana crimes, let's release them, but y'all worry about, Brittany Garner.
Right.
So why do you, that's a terrible example.
Why? First of all, it's a false equivalency.
Yeah. So why can't you care about both? Both are wrong. It's almost like you don't have to dismiss one to, to big up the other one. They're both problems. And that don't make any sense in the world. Forget USA, forget Russia, in the world.
Yeah.
Why in the world does she need to be in there now? And get charged for distributing. How can you distribute 1 gram?
Yeah.
Of personal hashish oil, or,
it's
THC oil,
not to be funny, the WNBA pays so little she has to sell small amounts of drugs.
Right. At first,
comically small amounts of drugs.
And when we talked about this the first time it happened, that's why I thought it happened. Like, she brought a bunch of pens overseas to sell because make big,
like she was gonna do that, and then we found out Brittany Griner has her own strain of cannabis and shit like that.
Make some money because yes, WNBA players don't make shit really. They don't make enough. They make so little they have to play.
They play year round overseas.
Yeah, they play year round and play overseas to make more money. They make more money overseas than they make over here.
That's why she's even over there to begin with.
For the most part, they just play here because they live it.
Yeah, they live here and their families here.
Yeah, basically. So we have to in 2022. We still got to worry about sitting on 9 years, almost double digits, because of something as simple as marijuana.
A completely harmless crime.
Basically, it's a harmless substance for the most part.
Yeah.
Harmless crime. And, we definitely don't understand the laws of Russia, but we know who's running things in Russia, and you know how he gets there.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, Putin and Biden get together and do a little trade-off and we can get it back.
Right.
But this is just ridiculous, y'all.
And on a personal note, Brittany Griner got 9 years for my fingertips worth of marijuana.
Fingernails weight,
basically. I personally know a person who did an unforgivable crime that's doing 2 years based on time served. And
heinous.
And the scale of heinous is worse than actual murder.
Use your imagination. What's the worst thing you can
possibly do
to the most vulnerable person
in the world
and get less than Brittany Garner's time?
Yes.
So use your
imagination.
And still be able to walk around.
Yeah. No ankle monitor and all that shit.
Yeah, and I'm not to register and tell people in the neighborhood who he is.
Yeah. If you know me, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And Brittany Griner sitting in an international jail.
In Russia. Probably in a work camp or something.
Yeah.
For 9 years or
9 years, possibly. I know there's talk of doing trades and shit.
That's the only, if Tracy's, and he's a joke, but if Tracy's in Russia is a real thing, Brittany Garner would be first round drafted.
It's clearly going to be a multiple prisoner swap.
Let's go ahead and trade her for the Russian, what they call him, the Russian Rambo, or whatever it was.
Yeah, that
arms. Let's go ahead and trade him. Let's bring her back.
Throw in Eric Snowden as a kicker.
Go ahead. Just go ahead and take it. But yeah, man, we'll keep you updated, but we have to touch on that.
Yeah, ever since we started the show, we've been on Free Britney. We went from Spears to Griner.
Yeah, Free Britney Spears, Free Britney Griner.
Also, sorry to derail, but if you were a teenage boy in the late 90s and early 2000s, and you are excited about Britney Spears getting naked on Instagram every week, you owe us. Because you owe us. Because we got that to happen.
We had the exclusives on that.
We got the exclusives on that. Shout out to Britney. Let me hit it, baby, one more time. That's all I'm going to say. but let's get back on topic.
Everything's been free.
Because everybody's been free, yeah.
All right, well, moving on, B-Ray. What else do you have to have?
Okay. Let's go less geopolitical, but still a devastating breakup, especially for yours truly. Maybe for Black Lord. Like, we've been over this before, The reason partially we have this show, or this was even an idea, is because of the people we're about to talk about now, and that's surprising, and I ain't gonna front, sad breakup with Diesel and Miro.
Right.
I mean, like, in a world full of bland-ass late-night talk shows, and everybody in the world got a podcast, they were like a breath of fresh air, like, oh, real niggas can do shit like this, and be funny about it, and make it.
Normal people.
Normal people, yeah. And like people like, oh, how you guys was making funny is much like us from the same area, about a year and a half apart in age, went to the same school, met incidentally, but didn't really communicate until they started trolling each other on the internet, and decided to become a comedic duo to have their own podcast.
So are we like the good behavior?
Yeah, we're the store brand version of the book, which I'm fine with. Yeah, you know.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Don't front like them great value cookies gonna be fired sometime. Yeah. But yeah, to see the
day. You buy them cheap ass chargers.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all buy them gas chargers. Yo. But in serious news, came as a surprise that it was really weird. It was around the time of the baseball All-Star game. They showed up, but they showed up separately.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was there. They were kind of walking.
Yeah, they showed up. Like, they didn't show because people know them as
maybe 10 steps behind.
Yeah, each other. They even had an interview where they both were interviewed, but they weren't interviewed at the same time.
Yeah, so and of course the bodega hive.
Was like, wait, what was going on? I'm like, yeah, and so
they acting weird. They all acting weird.
Yeah, then Desus said something, and then Miro said something later about, nah, that's a wrap. Sorry about that. Enjoy everything. And then they got the official announcement that Desus and Miro no longer be working together. And so it was like, damn, first of all, Nigga Boys break up now this. Some shit like that. And I even told Black Snow about it, like, I guess we just grouped into the number one podcast now.
Yeah, I mean, we got a slot to fill.
We got a slot. We got a huge hole to fill. Got you on that one. Yeah. But and here's the thing, like, you know, they broke up after almost a decade as a duo.
Yeah, pretty much. Almost 10 years.
It's almost 10 years. Starting from trolling each other on Twitter and going to MTV to Complex to Viceland to Showtime to being, you know, Desus guest hosting Jimmy Kimmel and shit, and Miro fucking starting his own like fucking gaming league and shit. So I mean, it's sad to see him go, and hopefully, of course, for me,
and the reasoning
behind it
over the management,
over Victor, the manager, who, you know,
I guess is a problematic.
Allegedly, you know, from what I can gather, it's you know, he was a little too aggressive amongst the Showtime people. But my mom thinking it's more of a, and again, there's a dad committed reference to this back in the day.
Yeah.
They were watching a video of like Dane barging into the Def Jam offices.
Yeah, choking no joke.
Yeah. And then like, Desus was like, that's gonna be Victor in the future. And like, apparently that might be a thing. They were like, he can't come around anymore. And Desus was like,
a little too far with the being the bulldog.
Yeah, exactly. He was being a bully. He was being a bad guy a little too much. And Desus was like, okay, we can't have him around no more. And Miro was like, nah, that's my guy.
Damn, this sounds just like the breakup.
Rockefeller. This is why we don't have a manager. Which is why we don't have a manager and shit. We both got to be bad guy. Yeah. And Miro's like, nah, that's my man. He been my manager before we even got together. And apparently that's what's caused the split. But
I had a manager before we got together.
Oh, he was Miro's manager.
Oh.
Because Miro had the job working for Noisy doing the reviews and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't
know that.
Yeah, he had a regular. They both had day jobs and shit. And he already knew Victor, and then Desus got involved and gave Desus Miro. And he said, all right, I can play the background. So he never really wanted to be on TV and shit like that.
I see.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to be in the shadow. He didn't want to be puffy. He wanted to be Suge Knight. For other reasons, obviously. But Miro's like, that's my guy. I'm not going to put him in the cold. But personally, I feel like Victor should have been like, no, this is too valuable. We've come too far.
I would think
I'll take a step back.
Yeah.
Hire a guy that basically represents Victor.
No, he's right, like an apology letter or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll take
How bad was it?
what did he do? I mean,
he go in there and jumped on the desk and took a shit on the,
Yeah, he did some wild, like keeping it real goes wrong shit.
Right, yeah.
And hopefully,
I'm from the streets, son.
Yeah, and shit like that.
I'm from the streets.
Yeah, but hopefully, because Miro has come out recently and done interviews and shit. He's like, we talked about doing other things separately. Because people don't realize like Miro low key has an acting career popping up.
Oh yeah,
like he do movies and shit. And plus we got to remember Miro married with 4 kids.
Yeah, it's been weird for all the.
So there's some things that he probably just can't do for family reasons. And these are the single man with,
options.
With more options. If he can go to LA for 4 months and do some shit, he can do that.
Right.
Miro can. So maybe at the time...
Maybe they got too big for each other.
Yeah, or how about this?
Different ideas.
They spent almost every day together for almost a decade.
The Beatles broke up.
Maybe
one day we'll break up.
I hope not. I mean...
We're gonna regret that.
Yeah, that's gonna come back.
That's gonna come back by us and ass.
Like 2025. Like they mentioned it like shit. Big Round Black Snow was music corporation after corporate endeavor.
It's spoken into existence.
No, that's all good. This my man. We all know that. Yeah, but in their case, Miro has said multiple times, it's all love. There's some stuff I want to do, some stuff he want to do, and when the time is right, we could always just come back together.
Right.
And again, like they've been a duo since 2013 on fucking Guy Code and being the background players on Charlamagne's show.
Yeah.
To getting a show on Comedy. Yeah. To be like, we've been together for a long time. If I want to do some different shit, he want to do some different shit, it's cool.
Yeah.
The best part about it is, well, for me, it's getting to reminisce about all the funny shit. And like roast of people that used to think they were not funny or whatever.
Yeah,
and watching the people that they fucking dominated for years prey on their downfall. I ain't gonna say my man's pointing no fingers, academics. but it's just like we don't know if it's over forever or is it just it's a see you later situation. Hopefully, because ain't neither one of them said anything that's like bad about each other.
No, they ain't shit on each other.
They ain't shit on each other. Which is good. This has been a little quiet. He's been out doing single man shit, hanging out with the kids, hanging out with celebrities and shit.
Right.
And Miro I smoke weed, play video games all day. In his case, he's rich. He got out the Bronx with his wife and kids, and he probably never work another day in his life.
Yeah,
in his ways, he made it.
He probably said it.
He said if he want to do shit, he can do shit.
And to do all that in 10 years is not bad.
It's not bad. It's some shit we want to do.
Yeah.
But again, married with children, pretty much can do whatever he wants. So it's the whole thing. And so, shout out to the Bodega Boys, Bodega High for life. Don't die for the high of all that shit.
There you go.
Well, but we'll hold down the fort while y'all go.
That's right.
Yeah. The Bodega Boys Mission Delicious meetup still has that.
Yeah, we gotta do it.
Yeah, but to move on to something more serious and other legends leaving us in the world.
Oh yeah, man. We got a bunch of celebrities coming home.
Going home to glory, as my grandma used to say.
Going home to glory.
Starting with civil rights, basketball, and just American icon
Bill Russell, man. The person who probably should have been on the NBA logo.
Hey,
sorry, Jerry West.
I ain't got no love lost for Jerry West. I fuck with you, Jerry West.
Nah, I'm not saying that.
But Bill Russell
got more titles. He got more.
Yeah, there's a standard for winning.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, if he played now, there would be no GOAT debate. Yeah, no. You know how I feel about Mike. So
11 rings,
13 years, and not even that. Just
and he got rings of being a coach, first black coach in the NBA,
first black coach in the NBA. First black starter on the championship team.
He played for he played for Boston.
Yeah, which is
black dude playing in Boston,
which is crazy.
Back then.
Yeah, which is even crazier. Boston is notoriously racist. The Celtics were the first team to integrate. They have 5 black starters.
And they used to treat him kind of like shit.
Yeah, treat him like shit.
Something.
But he always said it himself. He didn't play for Boston. He played for the Celtics. Mm-hmm. Which is that's how you got to look at shit. So R.P. to Bill Russell. It was hurt when I found out he passed away.
Yeah,
and good thing for the league for retiring to number 6.
I thought that was wild.
Yeah, they retired his number.
Seeing the way they retired with the clover,
with the clover patch.
Yeah, seeing the clover on the Lakers
court. Yeah,
man, now you have to be super like respect for that to even be a thing. Like,
right.
A lot of legendary basketball players have passed, but they would never do anything like that for somebody unless they were on
Bill Russell's level.
Mr. Russell. Yeah,
I mean, like, put it this way: the league didn't retire Wilt's number; he's Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
and they retired his number in every stadium.
Yeah, and like,
it was 6, right?
6, yeah.
It's gonna be a 6 jersey
retired in
every stadium in the NBA,
which makes him only the third player to have his number retired by a different venue.
That's
and the other 2 players are Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. So it's big time, exactly. And again, an icon of civil rights. Like, let's not forget that, you know, we criticize athletes now for not standing up for shit, or if they do stand up for shit, they get criticized for that shit.
He stood up.
He stood up
tough.
During the civil rights movement. He stood up for like, this shit ain't right.
Yeah,
like it's easy to not downplaying athletes now, but it's a lot easier to say something on Twitter.
Yeah,
or to post a video than it is to put
social activism.
Yeah, to put your livelihood on the line at a time where people that look just like you get killed for existing. It's a lot harder to do, especially like you said in a city like Boston.
Yeah, and he's on top of the hog.
Yeah,
he couldn't hide on the hog. He didn't say anything. He could have opening his mouth. Period. Could have messed up it. He could have kicked him out of the team.
So
he put his own, self in danger.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Boston.
It's Boston.
It's the world at the time.
Yeah, it's 1960.
The U.S. at the time.
I mean, think about it. I'll put it to you this way: he was a professional athlete when Martin Luther King was alive.
Yeah,
he was a pro basketball player when black people couldn't even vote yet.
And some black people couldn't even get into the stadium.
Couldn't even get into the game.
In Boston,
we couldn't even go to the Boston Garden.
Couldn't even watch the game. Yeah. So big ups to Bill Russell.
Yeah. I mean, like, naming the Finals MVP trophy after he was buried. It's gonna be weird seeing him to win the Finals MVP and he ain't there to present it to him anymore.
Yeah.
That was always been great for me because it's like seeing because so many younger fans don't respect older generations players. And so to see the entire league represent this person who, let's basically...
How old was he?
88. So he lived a great life. He passed away peacefully.
Stayed active.
Always
at the game.
Yeah, he's an icon of the sport.
Yeah, man.
I guess, I don't know who's else. I guess probably Jerry West is the eldest statesman in the league now.
I would have to say yes.
And he's still an active part of the league. So
as far as, especially with all the accolades.
Yeah, he's like the eldest.
The older players, but
yeah, he's the only one still
not on their level. Yeah, not on their level.
No one sees Oscar Robertson anymore. He'll come out every once in a while.
Yeah, he's probably the third, but he's more obscure.
Yeah, more obscure.
Because he doesn't like.
At this point,
he never liked the spotlight. Right?
Yeah, at this point, it's probably Kareem, just because of who he is.
Yeah, Kareem probably. Kareem's older, but he's not.
He's in the 70s. Yeah. And of course, at some point,
Kareem's in the 70s.
Yeah.
Nah, no, he got he's probably he got to be still 60s.
Well, he played until he was 40, and that was almost 30 years ago.
He's in the 60s. 40, 50, 60.
No, he's got 70 something by now. He's born in the 40s. He went to college in the 60s.
Yeah, he's probably
he went to college in the 60s, so ironically, the dude that also put shit on the line.
My dad grew up watching it, so I'm like, dang.
Yeah, exactly. So,
goddamn, my dad's old too. Shit. Sorry, Dad.
Speaking of dad, my dad grew up a Boston Celtics fan. I'm pretty sure.
Old man.
Yeah. My dad grew up a Celtics fan, probably because of Bill Russell.
Yeah, my dad did, which he's he was close to his 30s and started having kids.
Right. So you're in your 30s, yeah. So yeah, but again, R.I.P. to Bill Russell, and later that same day, another icon of civil rights in the entertainment world, Nichelle Nichols passed away.
Yeah.
To Uhuru,
Shoot, probably one of the first black women on
TV. TV. It wasn't a maid or some shit.
Yeah, in a respectable role.
Right.
Star Trek.
Right. And
for the first black woman in sci-fi.
Yeah, don't forget, the first interracial kiss on TV. Shout out to Captain Kirk. Yeah. And
you want it, girl? Yes. Come get me some of that black chocolate.
And a week later, he had sex with green chick. So it's all good.
So you wouldn't turn nothing down.
But in her case, think of all the black women that were inspired by her in science.
My mom was a Trekkie probably because of that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was more into Star Wars, obviously, but I knew who she was because of her importance in the universe. The real one and the sci-fi.
Yeah.
I mean, black astronauts, black physicists.
I mean, that was on the Star Trek Beyond, the captain's black.
Yeah, exactly.
A black woman.
A black woman, exactly. And like again, at a time where black people really weren't represented too often on television.
Nope.
She was on she was on a major TV show.
Yeah, she was a Fox too.
Yeah, and an inspiration of a lot of
she was
people.
in her 80s too, wasn't she?
Yeah, like 81.
Yeah, she grew. I mean,
also,
very well.
Also, she had one of them conservatorships on her too. So it's like, damn.
Well, you know, I think that was probably a little different.
That's more of a power of attorney thing.
Yeah, I think they probably, and she, you know, it depends on who's running it. It wasn't like she had to get out there and do this.
Yeah, you know, go out there and wear the Star Trek suit.
Yeah, I think she was taking well.
Hopefully, but again, R.I.P. to her, R.I.P. to Bill Russell, and of course, just this week alone, we've had three
passes. Yeah.
You know, if you're a musical fan, you know, I personally love Grease.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing about Olivia Newton-John,
also got into 70s music, period.
Yeah.
She had a whole singing career.
Yeah.
Grease is a classic.
Grease is a classic, yeah. Just the fifth, I never saw Xanadu, but I heard good things.
Yeah, with Mothafu.
Yeah, roller skate kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Oh, I was about to mention this, the song Physical, which as a kid I didn't get until I became an adult. Like, that's what that song is. You're a dirty little Australian woman.
Yeah.
But no, R.I.P. to her. And who else? Like, just yesterday, Anne H passed away.
Anne H, I guess, I mean, she was a celebrity, but she, you know, kind of got into a little bit of obscurity.
Yeah, I mean, let's to be fair.
I think the parts became
fewer and far between. I know she's mostly known for being a girl.
That was the first girlfriend. Yeah. Well, when she came out.
Yeah, and being in that Psycho movie that everybody hated.
Yeah.
But I mean, but still, just
the reasoning why it was kind of heartbreaking.
Sad, yeah.
I didn't know she had
any real issues like that,
any substance issues and stuff like that.
And we found out just yesterday about Teddy Ray.
And I want to say I might be so departed, but I want to say about yesterday sometime. I mean, the golden years of All Def Digital, man, they had Doughboy and Patrick Cloud, Cody Baker. The one of the guys that was always there was Teddy Ray.
Teddy Ray, yeah.
You know, he was a big guy. He was funny, man. He was like the guy with all the quips and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Doughboy versus Teddy. That was classic on YouTube. But yeah, man. Him, Sling Johnson, Smoke Yours crew.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many good memories, and then roast. He was on the first Roast Me.
He was the pilot roast. Yeah,
he was actually the host.
He was the host. Yeah.
He was hosting the pilot for Roast Me. Then I think he's like Brandon Lewis now.
Yeah.
But yeah, then found out he passed away. We don't have all the details yet, but it's a kind of a sad deal because I feel like he was like. He kind of brought me this generation's Robin Harris.
Yeah,
but he never got a movie.
Yeah, he never got that role.
But he was kind of underground. But people knew who he was. But I think he was on the cusp of doing something.
He was coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, he was really real funny man.
And only be 32 younger than
me. He's only 32. Yeah, we older than him.
So it's just
life cut short.
Life cut short and.
Hopefully that was a natural reason.
Yeah,
I knew anything sinister or
RP all y'all. You've all touched the world in different ways.
Yeah.
You'll be missed by your friends, your family, and everybody you went
through. And the impact while you was here.
While you was here, we'll always celebrate you. But let's get off this sad stuff.
Let's
talk about something fun.
A little uplifting.
Like an infectious disease. Because monkeypox is here, everybody.
And you're like, what? I was like, what the fuck is monkeypox?
That's some of the shit I make up to get out of work.
It's like chickenpox, but fucked up worse.
Or racist, even more racist chickenpox.
Yeah, like chickenpox, but you can get it, I guess, also from sex.
Yeah, it was even worse.
So it's like it's a contagious disease, which symptoms are like pustules, or we call them boils.
Boils, yeah.
It's got a form right in your body, then they'll start off small and get worse, almost like chickenpox.
Yeah, I had chickenpox.
I guess it's different from chickenpox because it looks kind of like chickenpox.
And if it did, chickenpox is rebranding and come back strong.
Yeah, but in 2022, most people are immune to chickenpox.
Yeah, I mean, you
still get fucking shingles.
Yeah, I had chicken pox when I was 6.
Yeah, and then like you remember you used to have your parents would have a chicken pox party.
Yeah, put kids together so they can get it. Yeah.
See, age kids are built different.
Yeah.
We put our parents put us all together to build our immune system. Well, I'm all get it. So
let them all get it out the way. Yeah.
So they'll get it later on. Chicken pox is more deadly when they're older. So.
Yeah, exactly. And
so get it out their system.
Well, if this whole sex thing is true, it's like monkeypox have parties too, and you know what I mean by
I don't
party.
Yeah, I don't want to get a monkeypox down there.
Yeah, oh god. Imagine me.
Yeah, like
imagine getting back in the scene, monkeypox hitting.
With all the pandemics and stuff,
like
diseases, any new disease or any old disease, matter to come back is going to be a big deal because guess what's back by popular demand?
Fucking polio.
Polio's back.
Polio been gone since the first season of I Love Lucy.
Yeah,
but they decided to come back.
It's back like the Black Plague.
Yeah,
guess where it showed up at?
New York City.
New York City.
See what happens with these Namor breakup? Diseases come back. I know y'all watching. Y'all gotta get back.
All the signs, we gotta stop the apocalypse.
Yeah, get back together, my guys.
Man, so
do it for the high.
We got monkeypox. We got polio coming back strong for the 2022.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're gonna rabies is gonna be back.
You don't even have to get big to get it. You can just get
SARS is
coming back with the swine flu.
Swine flu, part 2.
Yeah, electric boogaloo.
Nuts.
Yeah, please, like we said before, fucking be healthy.
At this point, shit, fucking wash your hands, wear masks.
Yeah, just wear a biohazard.
Keep your keep that sanitizer handy.
Yeah, shout out to Elizabeth at work. She never takes her mask off. To the point that people have forgotten what she really looks like.
You know, I'm tired of because you get to wear our mask to work. I'm getting tired of older people not wearing their mask. Right?
Well, they wear it wrong.
It does. You're not a ninja. Put that shit over your nose.
Yeah, wear it wrong.
You're still breathing on everybody. But, it's so restrictive. How about living in iron lung? How about that?
Yeah.
How restrictive is that? Or being on a ventilator? Half people who don't want to wear the mask are either chronic smokers or retired chronic smokers. Got CPD. COPD. What's CPD?
CPD, that's like the Capitol Police.
Oh, man.
COPD, yeah.
Or chronic breathing disorders or whatever. And they don't like to wear the mask because they fucked up their lungs for 30 years.
Alright, so please.
Smoking tar.
Yeah. Ooh, unfiltered too.
Unfiltered.
But speaking of unfiltered.
Marlboro Reds.
Yeah. Ooh, Cowboy Killers.
Good.
Speaking of unfiltered.
Little Camel.
Let's talk about another big story that happened.
Yeah.
This week, actually. It's, the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation,
they knocked
on that door. Shout out to Merrick Garland for finally doing something as Attorney General and raided Mar-a-Lago.
They went after
Trumpito.
They went after Young Thug.
Yeah.
They went after
they went after
Orange Thug.
Yeah. They went after YSL. Yeah, it's your boy Trumpito. Nobody deep in the game to me.
Now they go the biggest boss there was.
Yeah. Shout out to Rick Ross.
Agent Orange.
We better. Finding, and I shit you not, folks, stolen nuclear secrets from the White House.
He had it on a zip drive.
He had it on a zip drive.
I don't know if he had a zip drive, but he had it.
He had it in a safe.
So, ask you some question. Donald Trump, the quote-unquote master of the deal.
Yeah, the art of the deal.
Art of the deal. The closer, had in a safe.
At a golf course in Florida.
Missile codes. So, you gotta ask yourself, if you got, these 2 brain cells left in your head, why would he need that in the safe? What now? I'm not, I didn't graduate summa cum laude or anything, but I would think if I was, the last president of the United States, and I had codes in my personal office, you think I could either sell those codes or use those codes as maybe a bargaining chip for something, or sell the secrets to somebody, a different nation, or use that as bribery,
Yeah.
No, not Donald Trump. They're making this up. The left-wing media is
it's fake news.
Fake news, right?
If the FBI can investigate a former president, what can they do to us?
Right.
I gotta be honest, I'll be honest. I've stolen a lot of stuff from a lot of jobs, but nothing that ever get me investigated by the FBI.
I mean, I gotta give you some of that white privilege, man.
You know what's even funny?
Imagine having
his complexion for the protection got an orange veneer on top of it.
He got a quota of like orange ceiling on top of it.
Yeah,
you got a triple coat. But imagine being that powerful where they just come and they know you got it. But is he in jail? No, he's not.
In my mind, I just feel like they knocked on the door and the youngest Trump son was like ass in the back.
Bear?
Yeah, Bear just like ass in the
Bear
back.
came in
and just came running about his business.
Smoking a cigarette?
Yeah.
With a little white stuff on his nose?
He like 15 and shit, yeah.
What? You want my dad, FBI's here.
What?
Huh? What they want?
It's your boy Trumpito, my daughter Ivanka from Fire Church.
Burn the papers.
What? Nothing. But anyway, this is the world we live in. The dude who very likely might still be the front runner for the Republican Party in 2024 literally has nuclear codes in his house. Now just imagine, and I hate to do this, imagine if Barack Obama had, I don't know, the Netflix password to the White House in his wallet when he left office.
What if he left with like one of the coasters or stuff like that?
Imagine the fucking upheaval that would have been. He doesn't respect the office. How could you steal something?
Traitor, treason,
yeah,
un-American.
A dude who has
he wear a gray suit. He wore a tan suit
on Easter. What kind of president has swag?
He showed his no masculinity. His wife's a man.
Imagine that shit. Imagine if it was Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe doesn't know what he's doing. He's stealing nuclear codes.
His son did it.
Yeah, that was on his laptop.
Exactly. Heard doing blow off on the leaking desk.
That's on the hell of a time. But
give me 4 cheeseburgers.
It was strong.
It was
strong cut in half. R.I.P. Sean Price. Yeah, but still, just the fact that he hadn't been in office for 2 years. And we're going to be spending probably the rest of our natural born lives
preparing
what he did in only one term, hopefully one term, as president of this country. Let's not forget, 100,000 people are dead because he didn't act fast enough on COVID. I mean,
people were still believing COVID
wasn't a hoax.
Oh my God, the sense of this depravity of
this fucking country,
blindness of this.
Oh my God.
I mean, I understand it's political stuff. Everything the blue side says ain't right. It's political. Everything the red side says ain't right. It's political. But we are so entrenched in hating the other side that we can't even meet where the truth is from.
Yeah. Like my friend Brandon is a friend of the show. We've had this discussion before. The world isn't really as black and white as it's presented.
No.
Every real answer is in the gray area that life really is.
Ain't nobody.
No one's infallible. Yeah, I mean, like, just because the side I personally believe in most of the time is right about a lot of shit, don't mean they're not corrupt too, but that's a whole other story. But, fuck Trumpito. Don't get monkeypox, hopefully.
Wash your hands. Wash your ass, too.
And, well, man, just... What is it about rich people? Speaking of rich people, a certain essence of excellence might have ran into one on a trip to Austin.
Oh yeah, so you guys might have been privy to the sneak surprise Austin episode of the, obviously we were having a good time down there.
Yes, exactly.
So
a couple of them maybe a little too good of a time.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, me and my brother went down to Austin. You heard the story already, but. Some funnier kind of inside stuff kind of happened. So, like everybody knows, we did the show, sort of sneak peek bonus
via satellite for your boy personally.
Yeah, so we got Robert in via satellite to kind of interview Austin residents, and like I said, we were all partying that night and everything, and then we came back to said person's abode, and he had, I guess he was like one of the roommate situations. He's a younger guy.
Yeah,
There's a couple people living there. So, sit down and do the interview with him and everything. Try to keep it together, as together as we could.
Yeah.
I think we did pretty good.
Lucidity is a deal.
Yeah. What we had going on, we did pretty well.
You make shit work.
It wasn't totally we had to scrap it, so hey,
right.
It's good. So anyway, funny story. Again, the guy took a real shine to my brother, and I mean, you know, when people drink and stuff, you know, they get kind of, really pushy, not pushy, but really kind of,
friendly.
You make all your new friends at the bar, if that makes sense. But great guy. I can't talk anything bad. He did kind of get on my brother's there. Cause my brother, he had fun too. My brother's more of a.
If you know DJ, he's way more reserved.
Way more reserved, yeah. He ain't like Robert's brother. DJ is kind of, he's more of a kind of solitudinal kind of person.
Yeah, more low-key. Yeah, more
low-key. But, shout out to the guy, man. I can't get on here and talk crazy. But I guess, anyway, Robert likes to call him my benefactor.
Yeah.
Because the place we went to was really nice. And, Austin is not a cheap city to live in, especially if you live in a high-rise like this guy. Like high-rise apartment, security in front.
And where I come from, high-rises are just projects.
Yeah. So it wasn't like that at all. Yeah. So, the kid had some money. I think he said his dad was, had, government or something like that. Whatever, I don't know. But he's like, maybe a pension kid, I don't know. Trust fund baby, yeah. But, the guy was really, really nice, really friendly. And he got so friendly, he started giving me gifts.
Including this pair of, I'll get on camera, of Alexander McQueen sneakers.
Right, I mean...
And take this from me, the sneaker goat, the connoisseur of tennis.
Yeah, the tennies.
The kit creator, if you will.
The kit connoisseur.
The kit connoisseur, that's a new AKA.
A new connoisseur.
Yeah. I didn't even know Alexander McQueen made sneakers.
Now, we got to double check, but I'm pretty sure these are legit.
I mean, I got to holler at my connects in the game, but I didn't know Alexander McQueen made. So I thought Alexander McQueen made like wingtips and suits and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, great guy. He also he didn't stop there. So,
it was a great experience.
He was throwing in some other stuff, and there was some other stuff he wanted to give me. And I was like, nah, man, it's getting a little crazy. But man gave me like 2 Herman shirts. Probably cost like maybe on the low cap maybe $200 a shirt. I don't know. But it was like that. He basically wanted to give us the shirt off his back. He was that free.
Yes, literally wanted to give the shirt off his back.
Yeah, so it was a great experience. And luckily, I'm not Big Robert. Big Robert said he would have got for a lot more if it was him. And I was kind of have to pull him back, like, nah, man, that's good. Hey, man, thank you. Hey, no, I don't need that. I mean, the dude was ready to give the keys to, I mean, not necessarily, not for real, but the keys to the house, but man, he was really, really, really friendly. Yeah. Hopefully he didn't wake up the next morning like, damn, what happened to my shoes and my shirts and shit? But
the dudes robbed me, bro.
I promise he willingly gave them to us. Well, gave it to me. But since we're talking about Austin, and I didn't get a chance to, and if you didn't see like the recap video I made, shame on you. You should have. What
the fuck you been up to?
All right, I put it on the
multiple
platforms that we run.
You bastard.
But we did make that pretty good. So, you see Play the Pals as it is. The backdrop. What I want to do is later on maybe incorporate some, fun things, and especially like we do other videos from the other group, like the Derek Holmes and stuff. Incorporate, that type of stuff. But we did pretty good that day.
Oh shit!
We got these little standees and stuff. So if you played that back in the 90s, you know who that guy is. Earthworm Jim. Let's see what we got here. We got the classic OG Mario.
You ever see that the water tower on 10th Street?
Oh, they did the Mario thing?
Yeah.
What was the anniversary or something? Yeah. You like Chrono Trigger? You know what that is? It's a Robo from Chrono Trigger. Yeah. But yeah, we do. I got a bunch of posters. I got some t-shirts. You know about that?
Of course.
Super Seed. Yeah, baby.
Shout out to Kang.
We big on there. Right?
Yeah.
I'll take most of that because I ain't gonna spend all day with it.
Right, what else we got in there? Oh, of course. Shout out to my OG. To my G, to Rock Man, a.k.a. Mega Man. Also, shout out to my man Nacho. I know he loves this.
We got OG SNES link to the page.
Not Zelda.
Yeah. We got the Black Mage from Final Fantasy, the first one on Nintendo that we got.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the first one, first one ever.
Final Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, we actually got that first one. We missed like the first. We didn't get the first 2, 3, 4,
2 through 6. You
yeah, and the other Magus from Chrono Trigger as well. Now, I might want to get this big rock. I think he'll really appreciate this.
Ooh, yes. Dope shit.
He's a connoisseur, this guy.
You know, as a slasher fan, it's almost time for my second favorite time of year.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to my...
That game sucked, though, but that's a cool thing.
Yeah, the game on PS4, fucking legendary. I'm so sad they couldn't...
Oh, you know what? Since we're here, actually, I did get you something while I was at the comic con.
Oh, cool.
Oh, we got the OG, man. This is what I started out on. Because my dad had that Atari 2600.
I was telling the story I got of the 2600 second hand. Oh, my God. My mother's still pissing me about this. We got an old Atari. Like, her boyfriend at the time, his sister had, like, an old 2600.
Oh, this was cool.
Ooh.
Okay,
that's dope.
This is a coaster.
Yeah, Rorschach coaster.
Bring it to a little bit to the camera, figure out.
Both of my nephews will know why this is funny, but they know my feelings on Rorschach and Deadpool.
He was the best character in that book.
Yeah,
the most relatable one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
who's
related to Dr. Manhattan?
And then it was so fun, man. They had people that made their own games. This guy he was just giving this stuff out free. He made his whole. Now, it probably ain't gonna be like something I played in the whip, but he has his whole like video game soundtrack.
Yeah. It's like we just going to retro pub one day.
Right.
Throw the game TV on.
Hey, it's like if you producers, if you looking for some, sounds that they ain't never hear before, you might want to, rip some stuff back. But I did go when I went up there. I did pick up some stuff from my homies.
Oh, word?
So
this is live. I did not know this was about to happen.
I actually almost kind of forgot I did it.
I did not know this was about to happen. This is literally happening at the same time. Hey, this board he's doing dope. Alright. I kind of wish he dressed like this in the game.
So you Rise my man, and I was out there, and like they had everything. So I had to give my orders.
What's this? What's my order at? Yo! Yeah!
Vintage Daniel Bryan WWE poster.
The Yes Movement lives forever.
Yes, so you can hang that up in your room, man. It's all
RJ,
my man, my man, $50 grand. I had to get you someone.
I got you, man. That's dope.
Robert couldn't make it, man. He was supposed to be there, but with the new job and everything.
Yeah, if hours would have worked out, I'd have been in Austin. Like some other shit probably would have happened.
Right. So he would have got by Big Rob in a good way.
There are towns in Texas I'm not allowed in for a reason.
But no, man, you had a ball, man. I promise you.
When talking to him, he was cool as hell.
Yeah, he was a good dude, man. He got to, Bob he didn't get a chance to meet him. They got to interview him.
Yeah. But glad we brought this up because this is a great way to segue into Nerd Homies.
There you go.
And speaking of Nerd Homies,
let's go ahead and get into it.
We got to talk about the San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
And the best thing about San Diego Comic Con is that Marvel once again took over.
Because, basically what you're going to get at Comic Con is all the new movies and new shows and new media as far as,
the mighty MCU is concerned.
Everything nerd you're about to get. So, if you don't know, and I already posted, if you even posted the whole video that they showed in the, I think it was Showroom B or whatever.
Yeah, Hall H, the big room.
Yeah.
Once soon will be occupied by yours truly.
Marvel's about to kill the game.
Again.
We're getting not one, but two
Avengers movies.
Oh, I was going to say that. We're getting two phases of the MCU.
Yeah.
We're getting two Avengers movies, Secret Wars, and what was it, Kang Conquest?
The Kang Dynasty.
The Kang Dynasty. We're finally going to see my boy in a big screen adaptation of the Kang character we got from Loki.
Yeah.
Also got Loki 2.
Season 2 of Loki, yeah.
What else we did? Daredevil.
Daredevil not only is returning in She-Hulk,
yeah,
and in Echo.
Echo, yeah.
But a fourth season of the show with 18 episodes, which means since Disney Plus doesn't do bulk streaming or they don't do binge streaming, that's a new episode for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So guess what we're gonna be talking about a lot in a little while.
We're gonna be Very occupied. Nerd Hungry is about to blow up.
About to blow up again. And speaking of Comic-Con with Marvel, the Wakanda Forever trailer dropped.
Oh man,
it was bittersweet knowing that like T'Challa is gone.
Yeah,
but I am excited because we finally get Namor.
Oh man, I got
and I've been waiting for Namor probably since what? Shit, since those original Fantastic Four movies in the mid 2000s, like
almost as long as me.
Yeah, I've been wanting Namor forever. Yeah,
and let me say, at first when I saw him, at first I thought I was like, "Who was that?" But I didn't notice that the first person I saw was him as a child.
Yeah,
it kind of looked the same though. But we are finally getting. God, I wish Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
oh man, it would have been a thing of beauty to have him.
The King of Wakanda versus the King of Atlantis.
Yeah. But we are finally getting Namor in the MCU. And the guy they got to be was the guy from Narcos. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think we even said it.
Yeah, he'd be perfect out for it. Yeah.
We mentioned that.
We did that. You're welcome again.
We got to go back into the archives.
Yeah,
I think I never mentioned that. Hey, we were talking about it actually like a couple episodes. If we get one of the guys from Narcos,
it'll be Namor. Yeah.
And I like the fact that they are actually like, now as soon as they kind of changing up some of the Atlantis mythos, which I ain't too.
Nigga more Aztecian.
Yeah, which I ain't mad about.
But we actually a good idea for separation from Aquaman.
Yes, let's make him just a Marvel version of Aquaman.
Yeah,
even though Namor was first.
Namor was like what, a year and a half first.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But
it
also brings
in he had them fucking sandals on. They had wings on them.
Yeah. We got the wings. But I like the fact that this is also bringing in the Hispanic people. They got some representation.
Yeah, representation in the universe.
Namor,
see Serena Williams.
And we got
yeah. So leading in Ironheart.
So I think we are going to get a female Black Panther.
Yeah. So if not one, two.
Yeah, maybe. So I mean, it's cool. I mean, like I said, we wish Chad
was here. I mean, a part of me still wish they would recast. But I mean, like, I will say Kevin Feige, he seems to know what he's doing, so I'm not gonna.
I do, like I said, I do love the fact that they kept us in suspense.
Yeah, that's a good point. We do,
and it's almost November, y'all. We ain't too far off from this movie to be out.
Yeah. Best part about all this, most Black Panther hype came from random episodes of Atlanta.
Yeah.
By the way, season 4 of Atlanta starts in like 3 weeks.
Yes. It's on Netflix too.
Yeah. So we have that. You got Kang Dynasty, test footage of Ant-Man with Kang as the villain.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah. It's not released publicly. It's a bunch of bootleg videos.
Oh.
Yeah. Guardians 3.
Guardians 3.
The new Captain America.
Yep. The Marvels.
The Marvels, yeah. And did you ever finish Miss Marvel?
Ironheart. I never.
Actually, the ending of Miss Marvel leads into the movie. So
okay, I might need to watch.
Yeah, you might catch that.
Might need to watch. Need to binge it.
Yeah, might have to binge it. What else? The rumors of Giancarlo Esposito playing Professor Xavier.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
With the X-Men, yeah. Fantastic Four. Think about it.
That'd be the first movie on the new way.
Yeah, we've seen one of the Fantastic Four's biggest rivals, which means we both been wanting this. We're so much closer.
Secret Wars,
which means you have to have
Doom.
Victor Von Doom.
I don't want to know who they're gonna get to be Doom.
Who to play Doom? We've been thinking about that shit forever.
They take Esposito, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's why we work.
I'll take him over here.
Yeah, and it's Mr. Brown. We get along.
But yeah, man, it's so much to look forward. Unfortunately, on the other side of that, you do have some DC movies to look forward. You got Shazam
and Black Adam,
and that's it.
That's it. Because
they canceled
Batgirl.
The Batgirl movie that nobody knew was maybe
which I thought
knew our character.
Which I thought was actually not going to happen with the whole Joss Whedon thing talking about.
Yeah.
Which gets me to a whole other thing.
Okay.
With this merger with Time Warner and the Discovery Channel, it is very clear that what they didn't want is what DC was doing. Because think about it. They canceled Batgirl.
Yeah.
They're basically giving them like, all right, you got to do all this and we'll put the Flash movie out. He got to go to therapy. Or if we put this movie out, he can't be promoted as part of it. Or he fucks up one more time, the movie is scrapped.
I mean, at this point, I don't know how far they got into the Flash movie. At this point, if it's even near,
we've had multiple trailers for it.
Just bring it out.
Just put it out. I didn't have much faith in it anyway, but still, at this point,
I mean, Yeah, Ezra Miller's having problems, but doesn't mean the movie's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, Ezra Miller as a character, they did a pretty good job with him playing Flash. They playing Flash. I really don't know how his pronouns work, but yeah.
I mean, there's redemption, but I mean, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody loves him now, but they forgot who he was. They forgot about before that.
Well, that's why he was perfect to play Tony Stark.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So, also,
give him a break. You know, he's still a young guy.
That makes me. What about the Blue Beetle movie? That was in the middle of filming.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Also, I just found this out yesterday. The Batman sequel hasn't actually been greenlit.
I saw that.
Yeah, like, why the fuck not?
I mean,
but they greenlit a sequel to Joker.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't seen. You know, I have a no Batman, no Robert rule. It's pretty staunch. Whatever. And, okay, what does that say for the third Wonder Woman movie? I heard the Aquaman movie had to have reshoots. We still have no update on what Henry Cavill's going to do. And then there's talk of...
And all the Arrowverse stuff is gone.
All the Arrowverse stuff is officially gone. The Flash got like a shortened final season.
Yeah.
And the talk is they're trying to find their own Kevin Feige. The guy to spirit to lead the whole thing.
They see one of the guys from the Milestone universe.
Yeah, pretty much.
They got some... I'm just saying that because I watched that documentary.
Yeah, why didn't they just give it to Jeff Johns?
There's some smart guys in there, yeah.
Do they not trust Jeff Johns? I thought he was in charge of that shit.
I don't know. DC's...
Obviously, they want Snyder. I mean, Warner Brothers is kind of just in disarray. That's what happens when companies merge. And we're not talking about all the other studios, because what does that mean for New Line? What does that mean for NetherRealm, for video games, for WB games, and shit like that?
Yeah, all that.
All that's in disarray. So, I mean, corporate mergers make a lot of money, but a lot of people it's not really a thing. If the financial crisis told us anything,
right? But
I am excited for Black Adam.
Yeah, it looks like I'm hoping it's going to be
right. And besides, if you learn anything over the last 15 years, if a franchise is failing, just put The Rock in it.
Yeah,
it'll work.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Fast and
Furious. Yeah. that shit looked destined for straight to video.
Yeah.
What else we got going on? Like I said, Batgirl canceled, Flash is gone.
Sorry, let's put that'll be the nerd home session.
Yeah.
Oh well, we got WWE news.
Yes. Oh, well, before we do WWE news, I know you have an opinion on this.
Go ahead.
Will Smith finally broke his silence on gay. Which, by the way, that means which means my argument won the debate.
Yeah, we apologize.
Me and Chris Rock got what we wanted.
Well, I mean, here's my take on it.
On a serious note, yeah.
I think it's good he did it.
Right.
But maybe because I saw the meme where it looked like he was reading off a cue card.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think.
Side note, this is fucking dope. Yeah. This is fucking dope.
Yeah. I think Will Smith, his character has never been in question for me. I always thought he was a stand-up person.
I know I had to take the other side for entertainment purposes, but in real life, I fucking love him.
But some people think he's just super fake and he's just playing it up for the camera. He's like an asshole. I
don't believe that.
I don't believe that either.
Part of me is I grew up idolizing the dude. So
he's human though.
Yeah.
But I think, in all honesty, I think he's like, what I did was
I fucked up.
What I did, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I fucked up.
I think the way he said it was basically how I think he should have said it. And if it's not up to Chris to forgive Will when Will wants him to forgive him. No.
Yeah, it's not Chris Rock's job to accept his apology.
But I think he apologized to all the right people. He apologized to Chris. Apologized to Tony Rock. Apologized to Chris's mom.
Yeah.
And he said, he said, it wasn't something Jada made me do. I did because I felt that way.
That's how I felt at the time.
Yeah. So I think he said everything he needed to say. I mean, people are going to take it how they want to, and the people who wrote him off already wrote him off anyway. They can't take it back. I would never doubt Will Smith on what he can do.
Yeah, he's Will Smith.
He's Will Smith, and I believe he deserves forgiveness like anybody deserves forgiveness. I mean, at the end of the day, if anyone needs to be, if anyone can hold a grudge on Will Smith, it's Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, or maybe the three black females of the Oscar that year, but anybody else, it's kind of like
2 black and Amy Schumer.
Well, yeah, The 3 women, I should say.
Yeah, 3 women.
Anybody else is just being petty.
Right. Hold on
Or
to
just,
story.
playing up for clout.
Yeah, social media clout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad you brought that up. But we can't get into some wrestling talk only.
Yes.
Which is a very big story that honestly I thought we were still a couple, maybe a good 10 years away from ever actually talking.
Actually being the thing.
Yeah.
Actually being the thing.
Well, we talked about the Vince McMahon's sex scandal.
Well, scandal first.
But the fact that he was retired, forced to step down.
Pretty much.
Also, did you hear that they found like another group of payments that he paid out?
Like 3 or 4 million.
Yeah. Also, speaking of friend of the program, my man Brandon, we got to like a huge argument with it because he took the side. It ain't really nobody's business about what he's doing. Like, yeah, that's not the problem. The problem is what he was doing.
I think here's my thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
It really isn't about this, but if he would have been like took the money out of his account, but he was using the
WWE's money to pay these people off,
pay off his,
which is why he had to step down.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his own bank account.
But I mean, like him sleeping with interns, I get the power dynamic. Which was my whole argument.
Yeah.
He's in control, she's not. If she says no, that could cost her job.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's always either that or my boss is a billionaire.
But yeah, which is my man Brandon's
I'm
argument.
attracted to power.
Right, which is my man Brandon's argument.
It's
one or the other. There's no, he wasn't wrong, I wasn't wrong, he wasn't right.
We don't know if he wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Here's
Exactly.
my thing. And this comes to show you that rich people don't spend money; they spend other people's.
They spend other people's money. Yeah,
he took the business money to pay off these women and keep all the hush money.
Which
rich people don't spend any money; they don't spend any of their money, and then they rent, borrow, and put everything else on credit that they had.
Which explains all those budget cuts.
Right.
Also, the blood of AEW talent is probably the result.
$5 million went to keeping Miss
on the hush. Yeah. So AEW's roster, Tony Khan has sent AEW, it's an AEW, WWE a thank you letter for blowing up his roster with all the Vince's entertainment.
Yeah.
But on another side of
now that he's gone,
the Triple H era has officially begun.
And we already have people coming back.
Right. Now, for me personally, I've always felt it really won't be that different, especially with Stephanie running the business aspect of it. But seeing him in control has led to a different problem. Like you said, people making their return. Killer Cross coming back. Last night, Hit Row came back. Mm-hmm. Well, most of Hit Row, because somebody's the best person in Hit Row is a little busy at the moment. Mm. If a Photoshop picture of us is communicated. But them coming back, the rumors of, of course, the long-standing Bray Wyatt return rumors coming back.
Yeah, so I wonder what kept him out so long. Was it just him and Vince, or
yeah? Part of me, and this is part of me and my friend Kevin were mentioning that there's no way that Triple H and Stephanie didn't know about this shit was going to happen.
Right.
What if a lot of this shit was really? I know you just got your papers, but hold tight for a little while. You might be fat. You might be back faster than you think.
And you think the writing on the wall was there that long ago?
I mean, we just got the story earlier part of this year. They probably will build.
I'm sure they knew before we.
They were building the case earlier. Yeah,
that'd be almost like Machiavellian.
Yeah, like damn, the McMahon Hemsley era really that shit, that art entertainment, like imitating art and shit.
I don't know if they had that broader view of how to play it.
Right, so maybe
who knows?
Right,
cerebral assassin.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's
like maybe I don't know how true it is, but maybe he was keeping I know you need money, but don't take too many bookings. Mm-hmm. Like avoid a few bookings, beloved. If you want to, if you know what I mean. Because having Killer Cross come back, even when he turned down spots in AEW to be in major angles in AEW, to come back to be a main player in WWE again. And I've watched a couple of shows since Triple H has taken over, and you can tell there are some few things that are different. Like language is different. Like not just cuss words, but you're allowed to say wrestling.
Yeah, I like that.
In wrestling, and people don't mention this because they get overshadowed. But there's a few more adult moments in the commentary because before Cross came out, Drew McIntyre called Roman Reigns the tribal queef, which about a year ago, the number one babyface in the company never would have said it.
That's a no-no.
On Fox, even on a network like Fox.
That was a no-no.
So maybe there's a little. I don't have that much faith. Oh, the dark times are over. No more bullshit. I'm like, it's still gonna be the WWE.
It's still business.
It's still business. Even in our beloved Attitude Era, we remember all the great shit, and we block out Beaver cleavage and Val Venus getting his dick cut off, and
Kerwin White,
and fucking what else? The Oddity, Kyan Tide, all that racist shit. We block all that out because remember. Stone Cold,
The Rock,
and fucking Mankind and shit. Yeah, we remember all the good shit.
DX.
You're right.
We forgot about the black. Well, we didn't forget about it. We thought that was funny.
We were 11. And,
I still think it's funny. Just knowing.
Yeah, like,
you can't do this shit no more.
You can't never do this anymore.
Never. But yeah, I mean, I think it might be, hey, Monday coming up. It might be, hey, let me see what's going on.
Yeah, plus, you got this show coming up.
Give it a chance.
Plus,
actually, they're going to be coming to town pretty soon.
Yeah, it's the Raw tape, man.
The Raw coming to OKC.
Listen in the building.
Yeah, we can do like a little at Raw.
Yeah. Should be Angelo will be in town for that anyway.
Yeah.
So what else we get? Yeah, shout out to Angelo once again.
What else we get? Couple of short, should be on some sports-ish kind of stuff.
Short sports.
Serena Williams. So, said she's retiring after the U.S. Open.
Yeah, we have a lot of GOAT debates in sports, but if there's one, there's no shadow of a doubt.
I mean, if you say she's not, you're just you're
racist,
super anti-feminism, or
you're fucking racist. It's Serena Williams, and then
she can't be touched. Yeah,
and that's men's and women's.
She's heads and shoulders above everybody.
Yeah, even fucking
tennis period.
Yeah. Federer, Andre Agassi, dopest sneakers of all time, though. But Agassi, fucking Billie Jean King, they all come second to Serena.
Second.
Distant second at that.
So, hey, congrats on a
great career, the greatest
groundbreaking, history-making career.
Yeah.
You made it cool for little black girls to want to play tennis again.
You made it cool for pervy men to watch tennis. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
But
that's half the reason I was watching it.
That's half, 2/3.
But the greatness was always there.
It was always there. So shout out to Serena. Shout out to Venus, too.
Yeah, Venus.
Who, let's face it, it's top 3.
She's pretty good at stuff, man.
Top 3. I'll say top 3.
He's overshadowed by,
John understands that.
Preseason NFL's back, football's back.
Mr. Packer fan over here.
So, we did lose that game, but hey, we were supposed to win that game. But hey, that's something to look forward to. Sundays, barbecues and all that is back on.
I'm here for the barbecues.
Unfortunately, I'll be probably working those days, which sucks, but
yeah,
I'll be missing that.
You probably won't be alone, trust me.
Yeah, but football's back, so that's good. And then I just joined the Packers OKC fan kind of group.
Oh, that's what's up.
So I got a place to go to watch the games. I guess they meet at Twin Peaks.
Which one?
The good one.
The one we didn't go to.
The one we didn't go to. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Get ready for the season. All the shit talking will start.
And I guess
shout out to match coverage. I know you got a lot to do.
Yeah, shout out to Match. Big fan. Yeah.
And Jason, I guess he helped every now and then.
Yeah. So I guess by default I have to like Carolina Panthers.
I guess so.
And my boy Baker's out there. So
that's just some quick little hits. Kevin Gates is being Kevin Gates again.
Yeah, speaking of those.
If you didn't know, because we didn't talk about it, Kevin Gates and his wife are, I guess, getting divorced.
Draco,
yeah. I guess it's hard to say, what Kevin Gates says all the way. Seriously, as one, and then all the way through. But all the way through, he did a whole freestyle and just with his shirt off about Draco being promiscuous even before he was supposed to be being.
But let's not forget that once time Kevin Gates was on a plane and he had a huge drop in cabin pressure and it was burning to the earth at 400 miles an hour and the pilots had nothing to do. So Kevin Gates kicked the door into the cockpit and was like, "I got this thing I do. Don't worry about it, shouted." And it was like he took it. He took the steering wheel and he turned it counterclockwise and he turned it clockwise and then the plane ripped around and straightened itself and landed safely at JFK Airport. And they was like, "Oh my God, Kevin Gates, how did you do this?" He said, "Speaking nothing of this," and just walked off the plane before it even landed. We can't even talk about how
phased through the plane
like the Vision. And then when he got on the ground, he did some wild yoga pose like this. We can't talk about that.
Some Spider-Man pose.
Yeah,
but no. damn, this nigga be lying.
Yeah, boy.
Far-fetched ass.
Like,
but no,
like
so,
there's a cap, but like, bro.
So yeah, he did his whole freestyle. Everybody liked the to the Kodak Black.
Zala?
No, we could have been superstars.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I forget the name, so but
Shout out to Kodak Black.
Kodak. I just fucking love Kodak Black music all of a sudden.
To be totally fair,
I think he's really just authentic.
Yeah. To be fair, my friend Tyler, who's a huge Kodak Black fan, kind of gaslit me into like, it's like you gonna like this shit. Like, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess him and his wife are getting divorced, or he's on the rocks, and then like he made a whole freestyle saying one that he was the one keeping the truth about his wife being whatever. It's hard to kind of read between the lines. I'm not that big of a Kevin Gates fan, but he's basically kind of saying like this stuff was going on. I kept quiet. And then he said that he started talking about a lot of other kind of hip-hop females in the game and what he would do to them sexually, all kind of crazy, weird shit. So, anyway, besides that, I guess Kevin Gates was on, so it was one of the City Girls, and she actually has like a show.
Not the one that's with Puffy, though.
No, the one was with Puffy, she has a show, right?
Okay.
And she kind of caught him in...
Called Kevin Gates on the live? No.
He said something like kind of explained, how Kevin Gates explains things, like as some kind of guru or what. And
it just be some random ass common sense shit.
And then she said, what about promiscuity?
Yeah,
promiscuity. He kind of in the face like, yeah. So anyway, so Kevin Gates is in the news for being Kevin Gates. And it's probably going to be worse because I guess soon to be a single man. Uh-oh. So, also, Angela announced she's leaving the Breakfast Club.
End of another era.
So, I want to know, is the Breakfast Club going to go on with a different person? And no offense to Angela, that was a three-headed monster. But I don't think it has to stop because she's her. Now, not to say she's not a big part of but I think
the only way it's over is Charlamagne leaves. I hate to say that, but if Charlamagne left, then it's over.
I think he brings the
Also, I don't think I didn't catch what DJ Envy said about these Miro either.
Oh yeah, he agreed to it. He got twisted knife and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not down for it. I think Angela Lee is a bigger star now.
Yeah.
She does have a podcast. Yeah. It's real big. The ladies love it. I caught a couple episodes. It's pretty cool. It's like
a member of the namesake of our year-end award show actually made a good point about this. The pandemic did show us what you can do on your own creatively.
Yeah, but I mean, we're
examples of that. Yeah.
He ain't said that. Whoever you talking about, I don't know who you talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know who you talking about. But yeah,
I'm talking about nigga. But
I guess she's gonna branch out and do some stuff on her own.
No, she's good for her.
She does have her own fan base too, so it's not gonna, it's not gonna hurt her too bad. As long as they
not a
folks go with her.
Yeah, it's not a Janet Hubert situation,
right? And I think it's amicable. I don't think it's like a thing.
Fuck Charlamagne, fuck
whatever, like feuding or something. I think they actually all three can get along really
well. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
But some funny shit that happened this week. And shout out to my wife, Misha Boo. She kind of pointed this out to me. At first, I was like, huh? And I was a little dismissive at first, but she was like, man, they are going at Beyonce. I was like,
before you start, disclaimer: we do not want that beehive smoke.
No.
But back to the point.
You don't have an opinion either way. We just say what's going on.
Like I said, one tweet about Beyonce can ruin your life.
It sure we
don't want that smoke.
We ain't big enough for all that.
Yeah.
But no, so
we'll fight Trump. We ain't fucking with B.
My wife was talking to me. She's like, man, they are going at Beyonce because there was like, I guess she was looking at like a video or YouTube of somebody talking about Beyonce. I was like, man, they always going at Beyonce. So I was like, what, her new album or something? And I was like, no, she got this new album and this song. The new album coming out, she got this song, and she used one of the Clark sisters' song.
I finally listened to that.
And I was like, yeah, whatever. They always gonna have a problem with Beyonce. And then they're gonna listen to the album 24,000 times. But then
we 8 million think
later on that day, we had a whole 24 hours that came back, and I forgot how it came up again. I think I saw. I might have saw like an article or something. Pastor said some big time pastor. I want to say in Atlanta, of course, or part of Texas.
Speaking of pastors,
called.
You hear? Wait till you're done.
Okay. It says Beyonce is a Jezebel, new album. She's a heathen, and then I was like, what are they talking about anymore? I was trying to tell you, you got to listen to this they talking about these lyrics to the song. So you gotta listen to the song. So I was like, okay, let me listen to it first. And it's really like one of the most favorite. Clark sisters like a
huge
gospel, like
they're standard, they're icons.
Standard, yeah. They do standards like
it's like them, the Winans, and like Mary Mary and shit.
The person who wrote basically all the Clark sisters songs, her name is Twinkie.
Yeah,
I mean it's her nickname.
Oh,
but there was she basically gave the okay for Beyonce to take the song and do something with it. So I'm like, okay, let me listen to the song. And then like the first part is like almost like a Kanye-esque, sample, like when they take it and they kind of
speed it up,
make it a little sharper, or tune it out. And I was like, okay. And then like, it was almost like Trash Boondocks, like almost like a Boondock episode. So she kind of like does like when we got our church and we doing good, and good girls, they need to relax too. And then now you said twerk it.
Oh shit!
It's like, we hear like this little running with the Clark sister sample. And they got and also got that down south New Orleans
bounce.
And then the cool part, hey, go to the page. I got the lyrics, man. You gotta look at the lyrics. So they got the whole lyrics thing, and then at the end, and they're like, go to church or something like that. Turn it on the weekend. So, I'm just paraphrasing. That's basically what she's saying in the song. Good girls go to church.
Bust it over for the Lord.
Yeah, twerking for Jesus.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I go to church more often than that was the case.
I'm just thinking, man, this is gonna be a thing for a while. This is gonna blow this album.
I'm glad you mentioned that because speaking of Beyonce, she being the Michael Jackson of our era. I'm not being funny when I say that. She's literally the biggest star. Yeah. She, of course,
she's the Beyonce of our era. She's like something different.
Yeah, exactly. I just mean she's just the biggest star.
Yeah,
it's her than everybody else. She, of course, had a song that interpolated Milkshake by Khalees.
Ah, yes. And it's all in this new album.
All in this one album, so, we're probably giving us some free promotion. If you don't listen to Beyonce already, go do it.
Go to the Business Listen podcast first and go listen to
Beyonce. And then come back
go listen to the Beyonce album.
Yeah.
On Spotify.
Actually, if you want to be real about it, listen to the album and the podcast, see what lines up.
Yeah.
Like on some Dark Side of the Moon, Wizard of Oz shit.
Rewind it and watch it again, then tell your people to watch it.
Do you hear me be like, Beyonce, let me hit you. You hear like some subliminal messages or whatever.
You go listen to the shop podcast. Buy all the nerve. Shit.
Early awards.
Tune in next week.
Yeah, you broke the machine. That's a super inside joke. But anyway, Khalees got furious that Beyonce interpolated her La 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 into the song.
Yes.
Now, of course, La 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 is about as common as Do Re Mi. I hate how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't invent that.
No.
She didn't come up with that. And if she's mad at anybody, she should be mad at her former collaborator and lover, Pharrell Williams of the Neptunes, who licensed it out to Beyonce. If you all know what that means. And so, Beyonce, being responsible, took it out.
Mm-hmm. She took it out.
She credited her. And Khalees,
I think after the fact she got mad at her, right?
Yeah, she got mad at her, yeah.
Then she kept it going, so she just took it out.
Yeah, like fuck it.
Alright, I'll take it back then.
I extended olive branch, fuck you. And Khalees is out here like, I'm still winning or whatever.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Nobody watching the cooking videos.
See, I didn't even know those existed. So that was that say.
Right.
And I'm a fat nigga. I always watch cooking videos.
Hey.
But I'm doing shit when I go home anyway.
Right.
But anyway.
Henny Buck.
Exactly. Ooh, nice. So Khalees, given her recent history of where I'm not gonna say she lied because that's not my place, right. But implying that Nas was abusive.
Ah, yeah.
And you know how I feel about Nas, obviously. And in fact, of course, he didn't come out and categorically deny it, which kind of makes you know that. Because if you do that, that kind of makes you look a little more guilty. He just kind of was more like, we were married, we had a rocky relationship. We're not together anymore.
I just want to see my child.
I want to see my son Nate, who should be like 10 years old now.
Yeah.
And so
that's why I didn't like that.
She comes out and like as soon as time goes on, she looks worse and worse as time goes on, which I don't like because she's not like I don't want her to be like a bad person or anything like that. You know, we all have memories of her out there and shit. You know, she was hot for a while. She had the crazy hair and shit.
I hate you.
Yeah, that and Milkshake and what was the other song? I'm Bossy or whatever. Yeah. That shit was what my sister was.
Yeah, I just remember 50 Cent giving him Nas business. Her and Nas business.
Yeah, the tattoo shit, yeah.
he said Gleason said Milkshake bring all the boys together.
Yeah.
Nas when he got the bitch tattoo.
Oh, that Nas when he got the bitch tattoo on the arm. Yeah, I gotta admit, that was ruthless ass line.
Ruthless.
Which is another great segue. Speaking of 50 Cent. 50 Cent's greatest rival and possibly the first person to ever give him an L, allegedly.
I don't know about all that.
And whatever. G-Unit, whatever, that was the thing. Jason Yon, the Game Taylor, decided to drop his final album.
Yeah, he said that about the last time.
He said that about Born to Rap.
Yeah.
Now, as someone who's a fan of Game musically, he
oh, you must be talking about you. Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
as someone who's a fan of musically.
Go
I fuck with his music because he's a, quote, rapping ass nigga. He can spit. No one can doubt it. Only thing I don't like about him as time goes on is these antics get worse and worse. But don't forget where he kind of was, I hate to say this, dick riding Nipsey Hussle's memory and shit. Like that shit.
Trying to look like the nigga?
Yeah, they had his hair braided like him and shit. It's like, I know y'all was cool, but it really wasn't no Dre Snoop
shit.
shit.
Out his beard and all kind of shit.
Like, it wasn't no Dre Snoop shit. Like, you know.
I mean, I know y'all was cool, but were y'all that cool?
We all that cool?
Like, you act like you was your best friend.
Like, if YG did it, I'd understand. But, like you, I know you jumped on one of his early mixtape and shit, you was co-signing, but like, it ain't no Dre Snoop shit.
He riding a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, so, and as we all know, I have my opinions on the last 15 or so years of Marshall Mathers' career. You know? Everybody wants 313, whatever. Give it to I can do what be, you know. I never said the N-word and I poke cheese. Shit like that.
Yeah.
But to come out with this Black Slim Shady shit, and I'm like, you don't need to do this. You are. Like,
yes, he does. That's his whole. That's like his album. That was his
album promotion.
That's his packaging for all his albums. I need a beef. I need something.
Yeah, that's true.
Find a Game album where he didn't go after somebody before it happened,
or he didn't name girl.
Only one you probably think of maybe the first album, and he was.
That ain't true either.
Oh,
think all them subliminals of Jay.
Okay, well,
He jumped on dissing Ja Rule and he was cool with Ja Rule later and shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's a name dropping ass nigga.
Fat Joe's my nigga. Jay is my nigga.
Yeah, like he's a name dropping ass nigga. I admit that. But like to do a 10-minute Eminem diss song,
10 minutes,
rapping like him, and like not that it's a bad song, it's not good.
I ain't listen.
And I know how you feel about Gang, so
I only 37. And when I'm 47, I probably had never heard that before because I don't have no intention of even trying.
That's
to listen
fucking
to
facts. And like
I gave up on Game a long time. I realized how disloyal he was.
When you're a corny ass nigga.
And I gave up. At first, I gave up. Okay, well, you know, he wanted to be his own star. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Okay, I get it. You know, if you start outshining the master, you know, you got to either say, you know, you got to fall in line with the rest of the G.
Yeah, like let's face it, he was a bigger star than the rest of the
Yeah, so go ahead and do your thing. But when it just got to everything with you revolves around some nigga you don't like, or you super this, that, other thing, then you put a butterfly on your LA shit, and then
jumping rascal ass,
and then you super blood with your brother, then you probably out with your brother, then Black Wall Street. And I was just like, everybody get around you seem like you don't last too long. Like you just,
like it's you, dog.
It's you. And then you crying one minute, and then you suicidal one minute, and then you
lose the match to your album another minute. Don't forget that shit.
And then everybody. I mean, I don't want to dump on the man.
And let's not forget you had very strong opinions about this song on a song that's on this album, the song with Kanye.
Yeah, and then you make a song.
You already have strong opinions on Kanye anyway.
Kanye your man, but you made the song about choking his wife. And being all, I was like, come on, man, let's take it.
Kanye's probably smiling right now for other reasons.
But yeah, I mean, it's just this. He's
if you literally have time this weekend, and I mean that quite literally, check out Drillmatic. It's 30 tracks.
He's doing dance on TikTok and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
it's a 30-track album, so you know it's gonna take a while. But I'm halfway through it. There's not a lot of filler, to be totally honest. But then again, on the second listen, I might be like, I was tweaking on this.
Shit, I mean, it's like the year of like long ass albums. You got the Kanye album was like 3 fucking hours.
Donda, yeah.
Donda. And then was the other one long as shit too.
CLB wasn't no short album.
Yeah, that was long as shit too. That was like 40 fucking tracks. It felt like hour long album.
I think we got spoiled by like the really quick albums.
You know, I need to go back and listen to the last. I need to go back and listen to the last Drake album with all the
dance album, yes.
all the disco.
Yeah, like man. So
the house music.
You know, it's been a while since we had a show since that dropped. Did Jerry take a L? Because I didn't listen to it.
It kind of came out and it was like
he kept his spirit, right?
His spirit, yeah.
That might work out to his benefit because his next shit might be a month.
I mean, that was like his second album and almost like
less than a year.
Yeah, so I mean.
Oh, by the way,
he got throwaway songs.
Yeah, you know. But speaking of music,
and I heard Loki, he's a billionaire.
He's on his way, definitely. Speaking of music and rap fans, and it's been a while since this happened. Y'all niggas that like threw shit at Kid Cudi and Rolling Loud, that's just not cool. Like,
yeah, it's not.
Look, and everyone knows how I am. I'm the world's biggest Kanye West apologist. I do not deny that. I'm not ashamed of it. But everyone knows that I'm a huge Kid Cudi fan as well, and I know that their careers are forever linked, and some of the best shit that either one of them ever did was because of each other. So to be like, oh, you ain't yay, fuck you, throw shit at this nigga.
I don't even know it's even that, because
that's pretty well.
I mean, we can have that narrative, but here's my thing. I know people like to go to those big concerts.
By the way, this is the second year in a row some crazy having Rolling Loud.
All right, I know people like to go to those big concerts and spend other people's underarms and ass and shit like that. But,
especially in a world that still has openly contagious diseases.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll ever be a person who want to go to a festival concert where people are outside sleeping on the foot in the grass.
Yeah, like, you can go back to
not to shit on people who like the other thing, but Rolling Loud is kind of trash. I mean, it's kind of trash. I mean, you're out there in the fucking heat. Yeah, I think what Rolling Loud was. That's like Miami. Okay, it's like Miami. I was gonna say Texas, but it's in Miami heat, and then you got fucking 30 acts at night. I mean, I was watching some of the playback. I saw the Migos go out there with Gucci Man, and they didn't even care. And then
I don't know if that's an indictment on Migos' career or
no.
It's more of a we've been here all fucking day. Get to it.
If I don't get back to doing like those festivals, man, you out there. Just like going to.
If the Astro World shit didn't teach us anything.
I mean, 3 hour. We used to go to 3 hour Raws when they came to town. After the last match.
Oh my god, you're so fucking tired.
I got nothing left. He's like, I'm ready to go.
And fucking, they tape shit before Raw starts.
Sometimes you get some shit right after, and it won't be taped, and you don't really care about that.
Like, I ain't trying to hear John Cena wish everybody, but I'm trying to go home.
Yeah, do little shout outs.
Yeah.
Thank everybody. But yeah, I think it's kind of like that. And then also, people are going to be looking. Be the person who do some shit at Kid Cudi.
Yeah, she kind of go viral.
Because he said don't tape. They threw shit up. Everybody gets shit thrown up. You say, hey, don't throw no more shit up here. They're gonna fucking throw some more shit up.
Yeah, again, Cudi don't deserve that. And
I don't think it had shit to do with Kanye West.
The only why I say that is because people was like, hey, you ain't gay nowhere, or whatever. And that's just people on like Snapchat and shit.
I mean,
and then like, because he was the person who was supposed to replace Kanye at the show, and then Kanye showed up anyway.
I know Kyle was going to hate me for this. I never been a big Lupe or who's the other guy?
Royce
or Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi or Lupe fan.
Yeah. I mean, all of the fact that they hate each other.
It's kind of weird that they kind of the same kind of artists and they don't like each other.
Yeah. But then again, Kid Cudi exposed Lupe. Yeah, it's like Lupe was like charging people for verses and shit.
You know who was charging people for verses?
No, he not charging artists, he was charging fans. I'll see you just personalized verse for $500.
Hey, you got to
do. Like Cudi called him out.
That is insincere. That's very insincere.
Yeah, and then Cudi called him out for it.
Shit, people don't buy albums anymore. So
right.
I mean, hey.
Yes, he's right. He's a much bigger Lupe fan than he would ever be a Cudi. So
yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
But no. I mean, we're in that age of people who are doing anything
For clout.
For clout, even if you're not going to even see it on camera, it's still, hey, don't throw something. Live. Newsflash, what is it? Even still a world star, but whatever.
World star, yeah.
World star hip hop.
Kid Cudi, Guilty with Debris. Yeah.
It's hit with bottles at Rolling Loud.
Right.
8 million hits.
Right. And as somebody who knows eventually Kanye and Cudi are going to make it up, especially now that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson ain't together no more.
I'm still not mad at Pete. Would you turn down Kim Kardashian?
No, of course
she wanted to date you. Like, she reached out to him. She admitted, like, hey, I was on the show, we did a little kiss, they weren't together then. And she's like, hey, I kind of like the kids. She was into him.
Yeah, now, I ain't mad at him for that. Like, I've never been like a huge fan or whatever.
I mean, come on, you got one of the
most beautiful women in the world coming at you.
You're going to kind of sort of halfway fall in love with her, even if you might be not really, but...
Like, the only thing I don't like about the dude is he kind of hides behind mental illness and shit.
I don't think that.
I don't know if he does. I mean, there's examples.
He makes jokes of it.
I know that shit, but like, apparently, I don't know how true this is, so, sprinkle that on there. But he's in therapy for what Kanye's been doing to him, like saying about him. I mean, but like, didn't you do some fucked up shit to Mac Miller when he was with Ariana Grande?
What?
Like, you and Ariana growing up. This is me and her together in bed. Ha 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 ha.
Oh,
like, so it's like, if that's true, if let me throw that on there. If that's true, can you really be mad at the nigga for making fun of you for fucking his ex-wife?
Hear about that? Cause I don't know.
Right.
They take a picture with the girl. They take a picture together. One like she sleep. He like.
Yeah, ain't no sneaky shit like that. That'd be fucked up.
Well, here's my thing. You just took a picture of me in the bed with Ariana fucking Grande. Now, no matter who she was with before you, whoever goes, he left for everybody say, hey,
I fucked Ariana Grande.
I'm Pete Davidson, and this is Ariana Grande.
But don't show that shit to Mac Miller, though.
Did he tag him? Man?
Apparently, he sent it to Mac Miller.
Oh, well, maybe Mac Miller said something else.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if that's true.
And it's bad because Mac Miller's passed away.
Right. He can't confirm it or not.
Yeah.
Though I will put to Pete Davidson credit. He did say when Mac died, he knew his relationship with Ariana was about to be over.
Yeah.
Because he knew
he was a rebound guy.
He knows he's just a professional rebound guy.
He kind of is.
He is. That's a cool life to live when you're that age and you got money.
Yeah. I really want to settle down with these women.
I mean, but do you really want to?
I mean,
he tattooed her name and shit.
He tattooed the kid's name on it.
Yeah, which, if I was Kanye, I'd be upset about why is he doing around my kids. But
I think that's just one of them.
That's more of a male ego. That's a male ego thing, too. So, yeah.
Share kids with a woman kind of thing.
Yeah.
I want to program up.
I mean,
unless you just like have like good reason, like the motherfuckers like straight out of jail or some shit.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, but if it's just,
But again, this is more bruised ego shit.
Yeah.
And again, this comes from me.
Ego, yeah.
This comes from me talking about Ye, so that's a whole
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Kanye West, he has a sense of ego.
Yeah. The creative genius with the easily bruised fragile ego, yeah. And I was just one day, do you ever look in the mirror and like, dude, you are Kanye fucking West?
I mean, you did a lot for what with everything coming from you.
Yeah, like,
where you are now.
You ain't gonna, like, do you realize you changed people's lives and shit without even realizing it? And for better and for worse, but... I do like Kanye. It's just... There's just some shit he just do. Yeah.
Some people say fuck humble, but... And I'm not saying like humble yourself or anything, but I'm just saying at some point, like, you should be so used to, accomplishing shit that, you need to not necessarily throw them motherfuckers. Yeah. And the shit that you think, some of the shit that you say, things that kind of like it happened, but it's not necessarily what you say happened.
Yeah. Think about being famous. Narrative rule your life.
Fame and money makes people think what they're doing, that makes them a lot of money super important when it really is. At the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Which is great, it takes people's mind off, regular life and shit like that, but it's not nutritious to being alive.
Yeah, it's empty calories.
Kinda, yeah. It just gets your mind off the regular humbug of, normal life, I guess. Which is cool. You need that. But people in that field, or famous people in general, think they're really that
They're untouchable. Yeah,
they're important because I can make people laugh, or I can make people listen to me, or I can make people like the music I make. That's great. But
I can make people buy tattered clothes for $1,200.
Yeah, it's just.
It happens.
It's just fandom, and
right. And if
idol worship,
if we can be self-aware enough to realize that, what's stopping you?
Yeah, we're all just people, man. He bleed like I bleed.
Yeah, you want to hear something crazy?
What's up?
We literally covered every topic.
We got everything.
Yeah, we literally covered every topic.
We sitting there talking about we got so much to talk about.
How we gonna get this out in one show?
We can squeeze this out in less than 2 hours. So, hey, kudos to us.
So let's just talk about some Philly. So anyway,
we're not gonna keep. We're not gonna keep you up for 2 hours. We don't kind of wax philosophical on
about everything.
Oh, man, we didn't talk about, man. R.I.P. Sean Price, man.
It's been 7 years since Sean Price died.
And if you don't know who Sean Price is,
shame on you.
Shame on you. But I was once like that. I had no idea who he was, and I just kept on seeing Big Rob bigging this guy up. Oh, let me go ahead and just listen to this. And I was like,
I get it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really that boom bap, but it's more that Grammy kind of New York, but
underground, yeah.
You listen to it slow, and you might like, okay, but you actually see stuff he does outside of music. You fall in love with the person. He's he kind of remind me of a tall version of Big Rob a little bit.
You know what's funny? We share a birthday.
Yeah. Okay, so
it's even better.
Yeah. Kindred spirit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, shout out to him, man. Sean Price, man. Master P. Ruckus.
Yeah. Help the Skeleton Boot Camp for Life.
Jesus Price
Superstar. Mike Tyson. Kimbo Price. CEO of Ruck Down Records.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all, man.
Extremist music. Shout out to his wife Benita and all his children, his daughter. His daughter, ironically, is named Sean as well. Help the Skeleton for Life.
Skeleton.
And also, I said this last year. Shout out to Duck Down, because a lot of labels, when an artist die, they really just use that to exploit the person. But the fact that they literally set up a trust for his wife and children,
so they get
and all the proceeds go to his family and shit.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing.
Because they need that, man.
Because they really weren't just a label. These are people that grew up together.
Right.
They went to school together. They've known each other for years. They really are
family.
Boot camp for life. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. And
even they stayed tighter knitted in a way that even the Wu-Tang Clan could. Wu-Tang blew up bigger because more people and
some artists
marginally more talented in some way, but they weren't as tight knit because some things happened. Industry got in the way. RZA did some shit. Season 3 of the show is coming, But boot camp put for life. I love y'all niggas. Duck Down forever.
Yes, sir.
R.I.P. to Sean Price.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. to legend, man. And if you start listening to the song, man, you be quoting all this shit.
Oh yeah. Trust me, you definitely will.
Papadopoulos.
Yeah, he been doing that shit all day.
Yeah, it just resonates, man. It really does.
Also, if you ever want to insult somebody, make your mom suck my dick and blue cheese on my balls.
There you go. Barbecue sauce. That's like the shit out of you, B.
Yeah. Niggas.
Okay,
we digress.
We fanboying the fuck out there. Anyway, man, thank y'all so much, man. We done made it through another episode of the Bitches and This podcast, man. We done had a ball doing it. Hope you guys have a ball watching it and listening to it. Make sure you listen to it on all streaming platforms, everywhere you can listen to a podcast. All the big ones, we own it, baby.
Google Podcasts, Podbay, Podcast Republic.
Tell your mama and them, tell your sister, your brother,
people on YouTube. Yeah.
Tell your friends, tell your enemies, man. Blow this shit up, man. We are, like we said last episode, man, we are officially in business, man.
Yes.
LLC, man. We are official tissue, man.
I like that. Think of it just to paraphrase Kang.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen to this shit. If you're an employee, you gotta go deal with your boss.
That's right.
Listen to this shit if you're the boss, and you gotta go deal with your employees.
Dream big, man.
Dream big, man.
Be your own boss, man. That's what we on, man. That's what we trying to do.
Bodega boys for life. You know what I'm saying?
Man. We gonna see. They gonna come back together.
Yeah.
You know
matter of fact, they're gonna announce their reunion on this fucking show.
We manifested right now. We manifested right now. But man, we appreciate y'all, man. But you know what? It's Saturday,
so you gotta avoid the bookings, beloved.
By all means, man. Thank y'all so much, man. This is Mr. Podcast. Pleasure Palace on the move. Everything moving, everything up. Grooving, there you go. On the tip of the top.
Shout out to you. Shout out
the cream of the crop. Too sweet. The Tower of Power.
Too sweet to be sour.
And all that good stuff. Man, we up out of here, man. You know it's your boy, Blackstone, Big Rob. This podcast. Y'all be good, or you gonna be good at it. And we out this bitch.
Peace.
Peace.